You ever sit at your desk for hours pretending to study, but somehow end up memorizing the shape of your highlighter instead of your notes? Yeah, that's not studying, that's academic cosplay. You think you're working hard, but your brain's running on low battery mode, scrolling imaginary TikToks in the background. The truth is, you were never taught how to study. You were taught how to sit still and suffer. But here is the secret. The top 1% of students don't study harder, they study smarter. And once you learn their system, it'll feel like cheating. We're talking Harvard-level focus tricks, UCLA-backed brain hacks, and psychological loopholes that make studying stupidly efficient. So if you're tired of spending 5 hours grinding only to forget everything the next morning, keep watching because this will flip your entire routine. Rule number 1. Stop rereading like a goldfish. Highlighting and rereading might feel productive, but they're brain junk food. Your neurons burn calories, but learn nothing. Instead, use active recall. That means close the book, test yourself, force your brain to drag the info out of memory. It's like lifting weights for your mind. The harder it feels, the deeper it sticks. Do this in spaced intervals. It's called spaced repetition, and it's literally how memory champions train. Rule number 2. Your brain doesn't hate studying, it hates boredom. You scroll for hours because the algorithm rewards you every 5 seconds. Studying doesn't, so you have to gamify it. Set 25-minute sprints with a 5-minute break. Use a timer, track your wins, and make it a dopamine competition. Pomodoro isn't just some cute Italian word, it's your new productivity steroid. Rule number 3. Your environment is sabotaging you. That phone on your desk? It's a grenade with a ping trigger. Every notification steals 20 minutes of focus, scientifically proven. Turn that thing off, throw it across the room, or better yet, give it to your mom until finals week. Rule number 4. Study with intention, not guilt. Most people open their books just to feel less bad about not studying. Stop that. Before you start, ask, what's the goal of this session? 1 chapter? 3 concepts? 1 essay draft? If you can't measure it, you can't master it. Rule number 5. Teach it like you own it. Pretend you're explaining it to a 5-year-old or your dumb friend who always asks, is this going to be on the test? Because if you can teach it simply, you truly understand it. That's called the Feynman technique, and it's used by literal geniuses. Rule number 6. Optimize your body or your brain will revolt. Sleep like a human, not a zombie. Eat food that doesn't come in a crinkly bag. Drink water. Move. Your brain is an organ, not a USB stick. Rule number 7. Stop comparing yourself to that one student who finishes the syllabus in one night. You're not behind. You're just unoptimized. Once you apply this system, you'll start learning twice as fast, remembering twice as much, and studying half as long. And when your friends ask how you did it, just smile and say, it's not cheating if it's science. Because from now on, you're not studying harder, you're studying like your brain was built to win. But here's where it gets crazy. Most people think studying faster means cutting corners. But the truth is, speed comes from precision. Think of your brain like a sniper, not a machine gun. You don't spray information and hope it sticks, you aim for mastery with every shot. You have to train your focus like a muscle, and most of you treat it like a houseplant you forgot to water. Every time you multitask, scroll mid-study, or switch tabs for a second, you're basically slamming your brain's brakes while pretending you're driving fast. So here's what the pros do. They enter what scientists call a deep work state, where distractions die and time disappears. That's the zone where 3 hours of studying feels like 30 minutes. You want to know how to get there? It starts with ritual, not vibes. Ritual. Same place, same time, same cues. You sit down, you light that mental match, and your brain knows it's go time. Stop waiting for motivation. Discipline builds momentum, and momentum builds miracles. Once you master that, your study sessions become cinematic. Every page you read clicks, every note you take sticks, and your brain starts craving that flow state like caffeine. But even flow isn't magic, it's science. Your brain rewards focus with dopamine, the same chemical TikTok abuses to keep you scrolling. So instead of letting the algorithm hijack your brain, hijack it back. Reward yourself strategically. Small breaks. Little wins. Don't binge dopamine dose it. Because the moment you control your rewards, you control your attention. And attention, my friend, is the ultimate cheat code. But don't stop there, because speed without strategy is chaos in disguise. You can study for 10 hours straight and still fail if you're using the wrong methods. So let's get tactical. Every piece of information you study has a weight. Some concepts matter more than others. Stop giving equal time to everything. Divide your topics into core, supporting, and filler. Core ideas deserve your brain power. Supporting ideas get quick summaries. Filler gets ignored. That's called the Pareto principle. 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. If you master that ratio, you'll dominate every subject before your classmates even finish color-coding their notes. But what if you're the type who says, I understand everything in class but forget it later? Easy fix. Your memory isn't broken, it's lazy. You don't lose information. You just fail to retrieve it. So train it. Every night before bed, recap what you studied that day, but don't read your notes, recall them. Out loud. Pretend you're teaching an invisible audience. That single habit activates neural pathways like fireworks, turning temporary knowledge into permanent memory. Do that for 7 days straight, and you'll remember more than you learned all semester. And still, that's not the end. Because studying fast isn't just about memory, it's about state management. You can't focus if your energy's trash. You think coffee's saving you? Wrong. You're just borrowing energy from tomorrow. Fix your sleep first. Deep sleep cements your memory, literally uploading what you studied into long-term storage. Skip sleep, and your brain hits delete. Every all-nighter you pull is basically academic self-sabotage. Real top performers treat sleep like a weapon. They sleep early, wake early, and hit the books when the world's quiet and their minds sharp. You do that for a week, you'll feel like your IQ doubled. But the real twist? The fastest learners don't study alone. Accountability rewires your motivation. Tell someone what you're learning, or even better, join a study group that isn't toxic. The goal isn't competition, it's collaboration. You're not proving you're smarter. You're building consistency through pressure. Because let's face it, you'll quit on yourself before you quit on someone else. So surround yourself with people who grind, not whine. People who make you uncomfortable in a good way, the ones who force you to level up just to keep up. And still, there's more. Your mindset determines your output. If you keep telling yourself, I'm bad at math, congratulations, you just programmed your failure. That's called a self-fulfilling prophecy, and your brain obeys it like code. You have to rewire your identity. Stop saying, I'm trying to study. Start saying, I'm a fast learner. Your words shape your performance. Neuroscientists at Stanford literally prove that affirming your ability increases problem-solving performance. So yeah, your pep talk isn't cringe, it's a mental software update. And when you stack all of this focus rituals, active recall, spaced repetition, strategic rest, clean nutrition, and positive identity, you unlock what I call the cheat code effect. You move differently. Study feels easier, faster, smoother. Your brain stops fighting you because it finally trusts you. Every session turns into progress. Every distraction loses power. And suddenly, you're not studying to survive, you're studying to dominate. But don't blink, because the next part is where most people fail, not because they lack knowledge, but because they never learned how to review. Reviewing is the bridge between learning and mastery, and it's where your grades either skyrocket or crash. Most students cram. Smart students schedule. They review every 24 hours, every 7 days, and every 30 days, locking information like cement. You think you're saving time by skipping review, but you're actually burning time relearning everything. That's like pouring water into a leaky bucket and calling it effort. Fix the bucket first. Then fill it once and keep it full. But here's what no one tells you. Studying isn't about memory, it's about transformation. You're not just memorizing data. You're upgrading your identity. Every time you master something new, your brain literally rewires itself. That's neuroplasticity, the science of becoming smarter by choice. So yeah, when you study, you're literally sculpting your own mind. Think about that. Every page you read, every recall session you push through, it's not just learning. It's evolution in real time. And that's where we're heading next. Because the next level of studying isn't about books, it's about mastering your mental operating system. Most people run their brain on default settings. You're about to jailbreak it. So here's the truth: you've just learned how to study faster, smarter, and more efficiently than 99% of people ever will. You now understand why rereading is a trap, why your environment controls your brain, and how focus, flow, and repetition can make you unstoppable. You've seen how small habits like active recall, spaced repetition, and deep work can flip your academic reality upside down. You've learned that energy fuels intelligence, that sleep builds memory, that your mindset writes the code your brain obeys. You've realized that studying isn't punishment, it's power. It's the skill that separates those who chase goals from those who actually reach them. But now it's your turn. Don't just scroll away. Don't just nod and forget everything by tomorrow. I want you to go to the comments right now and write your personal confession. Tell us what you've been struggling with. Tell us what you're going to change starting today. Tell us what part of this video hit you hardest and how it is going to make you move differently from now on. Because this isn't just another study hack video, it's a wake-up call. You're not just learning tips, you're reclaiming your focus, your time, and your future. And if this message lit a fire inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with at least 10 people, your classmates, your friends, that one person who has been on the edge of giving up, because you might be the reason they don't quit. When this video reaches more people, it's not just content being shared, it's knowledge being carried forward. It's awareness spreading like wildfire. It's change multiplying. So let's make this movement unstoppable. Because when you share this, you're not just pressing a button, you're igniting someone's potential. And together, we're building a world where studying isn't suffering, it's strategy. Where learning isn't slow, it's supercharged. So go ahead, comment your truth, share this message, and let's flood the world with unstoppable learners. The clock's ticking and your future's waiting, so what are you going to do about it?